Hello, my name is Braden Carlson. Thank you so much for tuning in to another MotorBiscuit video. Drifting is one of the fastest growing motorsports in the world, but the cost of entry is a lot higher than it used to be, with the classic S13 Nissan 240SX seeing prices skyrocketing like they never have before. So we're going to talk to some Formula Drift drivers and ask them what you should buy if you're trying to get into drifting and you don't have an unlimited budget. All right, we're here with Odie Bakshis. How you doing today, Odie?
Doing great, man.
All right, the car market is crazy right now. S13s aren't cheap like they used to be, and drifting is kind of more popular than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Somebody that's looking to get into drifting but doesn't have a huge budget, what are you gonna recommend for them?
That's an easy one, man. A 350Z, probably like even a 03, 04 early one.
Yep.
Just make sure it's, when you go to test drive it, make sure there's oil in the motor, because if there's not, the dipstick's not registering it, it's probably on the verge of having rod knock. The previous owner didn't keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
If there's oil in there, it's not smoking, it's not rod knocking, can't go wrong.
I drive a G35. I blew the engine on my third drift event, so yeah, that's a little too real for me.
And a little trick is to put non-synthetic oil in those. The synthetic oil, they like to burn it faster, so put non-synthetic oil in there and you'll be golden.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, pro tips here from Odie. We're here with Trenton Krupp. If somebody asked you, I don't have a huge budget, how do I get into drifting? What car are you going to tell them to get?
This is actually a difficult question for me because I used to be in the Navy, and so when I was stationed in Japan, that's where I learned to drift.
Okay.
And so I learned on a JZX 100.
Right, yeah.
And I've been driving a JZX ever since, or I've done some stuff in Soars and S13s. The problem is telling somebody to go buy a $25,000 car and learn it isn't exactly ideal, other than the fact that if I'm going to tell you anything, get a JZX.
Okay.
They are it's kind of like the difference between snowboarding and skiing. One's hard to get good at, but easy to learn, or easy to get good at, hard to learn. Same thing, JZX, it's super easy to learn. Big body, transition's really nice, it's just a comforting car.
And four-door cars are cool.
Exactly, and you can fit so many people on your ride-alongs.
And tires, yeah, oh, there you go. The
Yeah.
ride-along play, that's a good play. They're using IS300s over there. Get all the people in there you could ever imagine. All right, Rudy Hansen, looking good today. How you feeling?
Good, really good.
All right, right on. I know you've been around for a really long time, so a very easy answer is the S13, but the market is insane right now. So if somebody asks you, I have a fairly limited budget, I want to get into drifting, what chassis are you going to tell them to buy?
Probably a Z or a G. Probably the G because people want them less and you're going to destroy it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Shelly drives one, right?
Well, that's actually our snow drifting cars, our Gs.
Okay.
That's my practice car, but she's moved into that car because it works really well, and our other car wasn't as consistent for her.
All right, we're here with Formula Drift Pro driver Jeff Jones. S13s are big money now, so what would you advise somebody looking to get into drifting that doesn't have that kind of big money to look into driving?
First off, you have to find a car that you are okay with working on every day, right? So I would say go get a 350Z because they seem like the easiest go-to right now. But if you like BMWs and that's what you're cool with working on, that's my go-to. Work on something that you are happy to cuss at overnight. Well, it doesn't work every single time.
All right, Dustin Miles, how you doing today?
Doing great, and yourself?
Not too bad. Whoa, hello,
Sorry, it's
puppy.
my dog, Hal.
No. The easy answer, and I love your car and I love S13s, but it's not exactly the affordable starting point that it used to be. So if somebody were to ask you what a good starter car in this day and age for getting into drifting is, what would you say?
350Z.
It's a pretty popular answer right now, which makes sense.
BMW E46s, E36s, if you can find them cheap enough anymore, they're also shooting up in price.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say a 350Z, IS300, anything rear-wheel drive with a little bit of power and a manual clutch.
Perfect.